So I am looking to set up my business and I'm not sure whether I should set up as a sole trader or whether I should set up as a limited company. What are the differences and why should I choose one over the other?
Okay, yeah, this is a really regular question that I get asked, Kirsty. So, first of all, what you're really asking is what structure do I want to set up and utilize? There's various different legal structures that you can use to run a business. So, you've mentioned a couple there. There are actually quite a few, but I'll just mention the most common. There's a sole trader, where it's the most simplest. It's literally yourself working as a self-employed person, and you put all your accounts through on your personal tax return. You've then also got, if you're working with other people, which is sort of an extension from the sole trader, is a simple partnership. So that's, say you and I wanted to go and set up a cake shop, we could potentially just set that up as Nicky and Kirsty's cake shop, and we'll do it as a partnership. Then you've got a slightly more complicated partnership called a limited liability partnership. And that is treated from a tax perspective almost identically as partnership, but it has got some limitations as in to the amount of potential debt that you could be covered for in future. So with a partnership, you do have to be very careful because you're responsible for anything that your partner commits to. With a limited liability partnership, you have got some limited protection there. A limited liability partnership is also shown on company's house, so your accounts will be recorded there, whereas a sole trader and a partnership, no one can see those actual accounts anywhere. You also mentioned a limited company. That's really popular as well if you're running a business. So a limited company would have potentially, could at the very simplest, could have one share, but if you were going in with two people, you might have two shares. And you can make that as complicated, as simple as you want on the structure. But the key thing, a limited company is a separate entity. So if I set up Nicky Larkin Limited, that is a different legal entity to Nicky Larkin. And it gives you various protections. Now, there is lots and lots of different pros and cons as to which potential structure you would choose. So you do need to sit down and discuss with an accountant your specific situation and what you want to do with your business. But the typical sorts of reasons why you might want to choose one over the other is, one is the simplicity. So, if you're just a small business, you might want to be, very simple and just keep the sole trader. It might be depending on what tax positions you might be. So you might get some tax efficiency on one over the other. The other third most common thing to do with it is the legal protection, which is particularly why you would look at perhaps the limited company.